So we're back after a bit of a break. It's that time of year where we've a lot of the horses have had flu jabs over the Christmas New Year, and obviously the weather's played its part as well with waterlogging, and now we've got the threat of frost. So just quite a few weeks, but we're looking forward to getting going again. Now, hopefully, we've got some nice entries to look forward to, particularly this week. Yeah, so Ask Me Early goes to Newbury on Wednesday, all being well. He's obviously he's getting older, but he showed us something to work with the last day, and I mean, this is another opportunity, obviously, to run him, but I think he'll be seen to better effect taking on older horses, i.e., in veterans chases, and we've got our eye on a race at Exeter in February, but he's well in himself and needs to run and ready to run, so he takes his chance at Newbury on Wednesday, and hopefully he can acquit himself well. Good Time Crew. We've ideally I'd have liked to run her by now, but she had the option to run in a mare's handicap before Christmas. But she's not. We learnt last year she's a mare that doesn't want to run in very testing ground. So we've sort of been biding our time and missed the sort of races that we'd hoped to go for because of conditions. But the idea behind running her in Wednesday's race is to hopefully get her qualified for the EBF, the valuable EBF Mares final at Newbury back in March. So strictly on ratings, she's got a little bit to find with some of the principles on Wednesday's race, but hopefully she can qualify at the very least. A step up in trip should suit, and we'll see her to better effect in handicap company. Rioja, we're reverting to the smaller obstacles. He hasn't progressed over fences as we'd hoped. He was disappointing the last day at Doncaster. Nothing really came to light, but we're hoping just to switch to, as I said, to hurdles. And he's dropping down in grade. I know he's got top weight on Wednesday, but he's in a 0 to 120. So yeah, we're a bit of a fact finding mission, hoping that he can give us something to work on. But he seems well himself at home, and if he can run to the level he's shown previously, then he should definitely be competitive off his current rating. So on Thursday, we hope that Wincanton beats the Frosts, where we've got Great Name That in a novices handicap chase over the course and distance that he ran over the last day, where he finished runner-up against more experienced rivals. That was a good step forward on his chasing debut, and we've got the option also of stepping up in trip at Lingfield on Sunday, but we just felt, having run well over the course and distance the last day, we'd run him, in all being well, in this novices handicap, and hopefully go one place better. And then Monjuls is another that we're reverting to hurdles, albeit he didn't run too badly over fences the last day. If you take the sort of, despite the fact he finished last at the runners, he wasn't beaten all that far on his chasing debut. But really, it's through lack of options over the bigger obstacles that we're reverting to hurdles. He ran well on his reappearance in the autumn when runner-up at Plumpton, and he ought to be competitive back in grade, hopefully on Thursday. Yeah, great snow. We haven't seen since debut for us at Wincanton early November. She wasn't quite right after that run. It was disappointing. We were hopeful of a better run than that, but she wasn't quite 100%. And so she's just taken a bit of time to get right, and she's ready to go again, where we hope that she can progress and take a big step forward on that on the reappearance, where we were hopeful, as I said, of a good run. But she was a course and distance winner at Ludlow last season, and so she's hopefully she can get her season back on track on Thursday. And Carrickmore Rowan, we're hoping to run in the maiden hurdle at Ludlow. We tried him in the deep end in a graded or novice at Cheltenham in December. That was over 3 miles. So this slight drop in trip probably won't hurt him at all. He almost jumped and travelled too well over the 3 miles at Cheltenham, but obviously we knew he was stepping significantly up in grade. But this is much calmer waters, being a maiden, and hopefully he can, if he can run to a similar sort of level he's shown us so far, then he ought to be very competitive indeed. So we head to Lingfield on Friday for the Winter Millions fixture, where we have Lady Adair in the Mayor's Novices Handicap Chase. She's due to carry top weight, and we've made no secret of the fact that the ground is key to her. So we're obviously monitoring conditions closely. We've got the option of that race on Friday, or we could wait and possibly go to Huntingdon next week for a listed Mayor's Chase. So we'll see how the week pans out weather-wise, and then, but obviously on the same card, we have Love Envoi to look forward to in the 2.5 conditions hurdle. She's been taking a big step forward since her reappearance in the Fighting Fifth, which was strictly on sort of, when you look at the result, and finishing second wasn't too bad a run, but we were disappointed in the way that she ran the race, and so we're hoping to see, as I said, take a big step forward on Friday, and if she does that, I think at the weight she has a very good chance. She seems much sharper at home. The schooling's been good, so we're really looking forward to hopefully seeing her somewhere back to her best this Friday. So Boothill obviously took a fall over Christmas, but thankfully he emerged unscathed and was back schooling last week, and that was good to get him off the ground and just give him some confidence. He'll do plenty of that before he next runs. And plans at the moment are, we've got the option of going over to Ireland for the Dublin Racing Festival, the 2 mile Grade 1 chase, early February, or waiting a week for the Game Spirit at Newbury. So we're training him for early February, and hoping that he can get his season back on track after unfortunate mishap the last day. So Metier is progressing. We haven't seen him since we took him over to France to run in the Group 1 staying race at Longchamp at the end of October. He just took a while to get over that run and all the travelling associated with that. We had hoped to take him to Lingfield this weekend, but he was just not quite ready. So he's got an entry at the moment in the Betfair Hurdle. Whether we take that up or not, I don't know at this stage, but we're just waiting for him to be 100% before we bring him out back over hurdles, all being well. Altobelli has run 2 good races this season at Ascot. Watched the rerun of his last race at the weekend, actually, or a highlight of the race, and you could just see by his action, although he finished third, the sort of drying ground was definitely not to his benefit, and so it was frustrating, and it's hard to believe that the ground dried out like that just before Christmas with the weather we've had. But he's entered in the Betfair Hurdle, and that's very much the plan, and we hope that he gets conditions to suit, because I think he can go very close, and he's shown he can be competitive in these good valuable handicap hurdles. So hoping that he'll get his day at some point this season. So Gidleigh Park, last seen winning at Newbury before Christmas, where he stepped up in trip, and he's very much on target for Cheltenham Trials Day, where we hope to run him over a similar distance, but up in grade in the Grade 2 novices hurdles. So he's in good form with himself, and we're looking forward to seeing if he can take the next step up the ladder.